Sup Flooders. So in today's video we play the Stanley Parable and get a few secret endings and a crazy ending. But hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy, you can hit that like button and subscribe to catch the final 4 videos we have for the Stanley Parable. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy and let's get right into it. What was the one I wanted to do? Oh, broom closet. I'm gonna show you the broom closet. I don't know what exactly there could be in there. Yo, who's calling, bro? Wait, I kind of want to answer this.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Yo, wait, does that mean if I close... Wait, does that mean if I close it out? Does that mean... it... Please, I want to see boxes everywhere. Please. Please be an Easter egg. Yes!
His co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yo!
Stanley decided to go to the
Yes!
meeting. Perhaps he had
I'm so
simply
happy
missed a
I
memo.
did that. I'm so happy I answered that call. This is amazing. Now there's boxes everywhere. I love this. I'm so happy I did that. I'm gonna go in the broom closet, and if it doesn't end, I don't think it does. It does eventually, but it's like hours and hours. A good channel to watch for that, Game Theory did something on it like years ago, or a year or two ago. But yeah, so you can watch that. It was, I don't know how long ago it was, to be honest. It could be like really long. But yeah, I'm gonna go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, we'll stay here for a little bit, because I know it says something, like, for a few times, but then
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
This is amazing.
Just an empty broom closet.
I love this.
No reason to still be
I don't know
here.
how long this actually goes for. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on my phone. You guys can listen to the
It was
commentary.
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
This is amazing.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
It is.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
It was my favorite.
I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place.
Why'd I do that? I knew that was gonna smack me, bro.
First-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative in video gaming.
Okay, sorry,
So that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, so I don't know how long to stay in here. I would like just staying here like forever, but I actually want to show you guys stuff, and this is kind of boring, no cap. I would, if I had like a big channel and people, I would put this on stream, and it'd go for like an hour or 4 hours or whatever. The baby game could go for 4 hours. It said. I'm like, I'm not doing that. To be honest with you, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of just life, bro. This is an old game. I would though. I would, if you guys want to see that. But I don't think you guys want to see me be there and get tortured. But that's, maybe. But I'm just gonna step out, just because.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I can do worse. I can go in the basement. This is creepy, I think, though, so fault. This is creepy. I don't like this one. I remember not liking this. Oh, what's down here? I thought that was a button. This is like the...
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
He's scared.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Oh, stop looping.
His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
I'm gonna go
maybe,
insane.
he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh,
all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Room ending was better.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field. And it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
This is why I like this game, because it just drives me insane.
Was Stanley simply deceiving
now I'm thinking
himself,
I'm crazy.
believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh my gosh.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his bed, the fresh air of the world inside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Alright, I'm gonna shut up.
I am okay.
Iron Man.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone,
oh
wake
my
me
gosh.
up. My name is Stanley.
Ah!
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Oh my
Please,
gosh.
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Oh
And
my
everything
gosh.
went black.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck, bro? This guy went crazy.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What the fuck?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
What the heck,
She
bro?
arose, got dressed,
thought
gathered
that
her
was it.
belongings, and walked to her place
Oh
of
my
work.
gosh.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted
Oh
by
my
the
God.
body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then
Okay.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
This guy's crazy.
And although she would soon turn to go call
Wow.
for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she
Okay.
considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Yeah.
And in that moment,
Not
she
sad.
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Wow.
I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
This game is
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
strange.
But then she remembered the
Put it into
meeting she
simpler
had scheduled
terms.
for that day. The very important
Wow.
people whose
Okay.
impressions of her would affect her career,
So
and by
Stanley-
extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment
I don't even know
that
what
she
to say
stood
this.
there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay, that was cool, to say the least. So, is that it? I think that was it. Wow, okay, that was an ending. I'll tell you that. That was one weird ending. We're gonna do one more, just because we feel like it. We are going
How
to
wonderful.
listen to
Stanley
everything he
was alone.
says, but instead of
Finally, this
turning
is great, he thought to himself.
off the
This is
mind
what I've
control
wanted all
machine, we're
along.
gonna turn it
I
on.
got what I
I could do
wanted.
the escape one, but I'm gonna save that for next video.
When Stan-
Yeah, this is elevator music. Hey. What do you guys think is the actual ending to this?
It was a
By the end
stirring
of
of emotion in
out of
his
all the
chest,
episodes,
as though
out
he
of all
felt
the
more
endings,
free
let
to
me know
think
which
for
one do you
himself,
guys
to
think
question the nature of
is
his
like
job.
the actual like
Why did
real
he
ending.
feel this
Do you think
now,
I've already done
when
it
for
or
years
it's
it had
coming up?
never occurred to him?
Or
This
might be the
question
one
would
that's
not
gonna
go
escape on my
unanswered
left
for
that
long.
I'm not gonna do. Yeah, this is creepy, bro. Okay.
Stanley walked
Will that
straight
be the
ahead
real
through the
ending?
large door that
See that
read
in the next
Mind
episode.
Control Facility.
Yeah. There's apparently a disco ending. Can I get this?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Don't I have to
What
press-
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength
Can I
to
press it
find
again?
out?
I don't want to press it again. I want to press it again. How do I get it? There is a disco ending. I want the disco ending. So what if I go over here? Can I go back? Eventually it opens up. I can. Let's go, baby. We're going to get the disco ending. Ba-dum-bum, 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 bum-bum. Oh wait, is it this? Do I press this one? Wait, it's not that. Which one's the disco? You'd think it'd be this one because it's got a light on it and just... Yeah! This is so loud, but I like it. Turn on the camera. I don't think it works. gonna be the new Rickroll. Find the mic.
No, he refused.
I love how it
He
just
couldn't
totally just.
accept it.
I love
His
how
own
it just
life
totally
in
ignores
someone
that
else's
there's
control. Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
just totally
spent his
changed the whole
entire
thing,
life
man.
utterly blind to the world?
Woo! We're
He
going to
was
turn the
the
machine
The
on.
heart of the operation.
I'm hyped after that.
Controls
Nothing
labeled
could
with
scare me, bro.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working.
Turn the
All of it
machine on.
monitored and commanded from this very place.
Woo!
And as the
My
cold
control's
reality of his
sick.
past began to sink
that.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
Psych.
another human. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just
go.
activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you
Exactly.
try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you
Exactly.
wanted? Control?
Exactly.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Then leave.
I'm
Peace
afraid
out.
you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Yeah.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Defusing.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story.
I don't know
now.
how this works.
Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Do I press all
What
the
a
yellow
shame
buttons?
We have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But
I don't
what
like this.
precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
I don't know.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
No.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
No, incorrect.
Other times,
Start bullet.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone
I don't know how
inside,
this works.
or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only
I don't know how this
34
works.
seconds left. But
No.
I'm enjoying this so much.
We're enjoying this.
You know what? To hell with
Incorrect.
it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
I don't know how
not?
this works.
These are precious additional
Oh, I hate
seconds,
it.
Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh, dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea
Purple.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Exactly. That's exactly.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
I don't know.
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this
Oh,
room.
you're just teasing
These
me.
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Oh my god.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still
What?
playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
I hate
To
it.
see you made humble.
I hate it
This
here.
is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted
There is
to
a way to
control
turn it
this
off,
world.
I
That's
just don't know how.
fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
No.
can't.
30 seconds.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't.
No.
It's all the same to me. All
No.
a part of the joke. And
No.
believe me, I will be laughing at every second of
Stop.
your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
Ah.
happily ever up.
If there's a way to defuse that, there is a way, I'll tell you that. I just don't know how. That is too intense for me. And that, yeah, I feel like that's pretty good to end on, to be honest with you. You will see a few more endings next video. That was just insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, you can like and subscribe. And hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. See ya!